a Cold Steel Trail Boss that I've had for probably a good decade now. Not a very heavy axe, more of a camp splitting axe. It's a great size, good weight for medium to small logs, and sharpens really well. Takes one hell of a beating. Lord knows I've put it through that. But yeah, Cold Steel Trail Boss. So this fire is not being started from scratch. My little fire pit ring here has a whole bunch of very warm ashes from burning leaves from my yard over the last couple days. And even though it's rained, the 2.5 inches worth of ash, which it has a lot of burnt up acorns in it, has stayed really hot. So just a little bit of stirring up, a little bit of coaxing, threw a couple pile of leaves on it, and you see all the smoke coming from it. Eventually we'll get some flames. It'll catch, the wood will start burning, and we'll have a nice little fire here. The key though at this point is patience. Anyways, so what I have here for y'all today that I'm going to share is something that I wrote, and I'm going to read to you. This is my the college that I went to here in Brunswick for my business degree. A art and literary magazine of the College of Coastal Georgia. They call it Sea Swells. So here I am. This is my poem right here. This is somebody else's photos, but this particular poem is what I'm going to read today because I felt like it was very fitting for the turn of the new year as we say goodbye to 2022 and go into 2023. So, yeah, I'm a poet, and now you know it. So, I was excited to say that. So, probably a little too much. Anyways, I want you to listen carefully and think about what this poem means to you. As I'm sure with poetry and many pieces of writing, what you get out of it is going to be different from what anybody else gets out of it. But let me go ahead and read it, and then I'll give you my reflections on it and how it came to be from my life experience. So the title of it is Burn Me Down. I don't always know how, and so often I don't know why. I'm feeling down and so alone, and then I start to cry. I listen to all those songs of love and a happy ending, as I try to trace all my steps back to my beginning. Sometimes I feel as if my heart's caught on fire. I have lost all my ambitions, and I have no desire. Lost so much when I've gone and thrown it all away. Trapped in a state of mind, afraid it's where I'll stay. So I say, go ahead and burn me down. Slay me in my sleep so I don't make a sound. Drown me in my river of sorrow and tragedies. Turn me into ashes blown away on an autumn breeze. I don't care how, and I don't know why things happen to me. So burn me down to the ground and save me from this misery. I'm not afraid to start anew, rise up again and wear my crown. All that's gone leaves more to gain, so go ahead and burn me down. So, I felt like that poem was very fitting for going into 2023. The idea behind this poem that I wrote way back in 2013 was based off of in my personal life from when I was going through a very, very tough divorce. But she made it quite clear that we couldn't go on the way that we were. Um, so I divorced her. I'm very fortunate to have primary custody of my kids, and was a single parent for a little while, and then found my current wife, which I am amazingly in love with and so happy to be with. She is a wonderful partner, a wonderful parent, and she's everything that I could possibly need in my life and in my children's life, and I'm very grateful for that. I know some are not so lucky. So the idea of burn me down. Again, I was going through my divorce at the time, and I was having to force myself to fall out of love with somebody that was my life. Was somebody that I fell for, so many years before then, and it was really hard. It was really hard to let go of something, of a dream, of a wish, of a life that you wanted to have, to be. It was hard to do that. It was really, really hard to do that. And it really broke me down in a lot of ways, mentally and emotionally, spiritually. And burning me down and hitting that low is that you rise up from it. You rise up from it, whether that makes you stronger, whether that makes you wiser. That's all on you. So goals for 2023. Be a better person. Strengthen your support system if you can. Strengthen yourself, for sure. Do more kindness. The whole Be Up community thing within the knife and pocket knife and EDC community that I'm blessed to be a part of speaks a lot of volume, has a lot of, there's a lot of meaning behind that, and wishing everybody the best going forward into 2023. So that's what I got for you. There's a bit of me that you didn't know about, that I write poetry. I've been writing poetry since 4th grade. Since I was in 4th grade, I had an amazing teacher that really brought that out of me. Didn't know I had it in me, but she was amazing in teaching a lot about how well literature and different forms of literature can be used to really express yourself, not just for the sake of telling people, but as a meditative, self-soothing, self-reflective process, just by writing, just by writing. So, yeah, I will see you guys in 2023, and like I said, y'all be safe, have some fun, enjoy yourselves, enjoy each other, be up.